in the way that it's poor man's ICAS system. All the lights are all over the place. So whenever you manipulate, let's say the crossfeed valve, you go from, off the crossfeed or whatever, it has a blue light in the above the knob. So whenever you move the knob, it has two levels of illumination for that blue light. And whenever it goes bright blue, that means the knob is the valve is in transit. And then when it goes from bright blue to dark blue or not as bright, that means the valve is in its correct position.
All right.
So every time you touch something and you move it, you kind of have to sit there, select, watch, and verify it goes where it's supposed to go, and then you can release it.
Yeah.
And it's kind of the same along the same lines of, point, verify that you're going to do it, make sure you get the result that you're looking for, and then you can let it go. You have to do that all the time in the 737, because if not, you're going to put a switch or a valve in the improper or in the proper position, but it may not go where it's supposed to go. Right. And you won't know about it because you're not going to get a light or anything else other than the thing going, hey, up here, I'm not where I'm supposed to be. So
yeah,
in a lot of cases, you'll get a caution light on the dashboard, but that's about it.
Yeah. In my days of giving IOE, being a check airman for the regional airline, I did for many years and absolutely enjoyed it. I know, Rob, you did that too for a long time. I always would have occasionally one of those, I call them students, but they're employees that going through their initial training, that I was like, man, slow down, because they were nervous and they wanted to do well and they wanted to show that they could do it. Slow down, look, point at it, manipulate it, verify that it did what you want it to do. On the bus at Legacy, we say, make sure that Fifi is doing what you told Fifi to do. And one of my instructors on an initial at Legacy on the ground school portion of the simulator was like, this is an Airbus. There's what you told your wife, what your wife heard, and what your wife did or responded. And there are going to be three different things. So verify, right? And when I had a student that would be all, just too quick on the draw, that's how mistakes would happen, And I'd give them, I go, man, you're going to get the Jackie Chan Award. And they stop what they're doing. Of course, now we're in flight. They're nervous. They're getting their training. Jackie Chan, what? And I say, the Jackie Chan Award. You're moving way too fast, man. You're slow down. You got to look. You got to verify. Okay. We're not racing here. There's no points for getting there first. We just got to get there safe. So absolutely, that's the best advice both you gentlemen are mentioning, is that just take your time and do things the right way the first time, so you're not going back over and over again, repeating the same mistake. So, today we wanted to, at least I wanted to talk a little bit more about stories from the past and a whole other segment, which we're going to have to save for the next show. And so coming up on a future show of Squawk Ident, we're going to be talking more about general aviation stories and things that we've learned and experiences we've had, because we know a lot of our listeners are in the GA community. And we're also going to talk about the ever so mysterious crash pad. Oh yeah, you know what I'm talking about. That nasty, filthy place where we cram so many pilots and flight attendants alike into the tight little place. Oh, it's nasty. Now, mind you,
disgusting.
Not all crash pads are the same. Okay. I actually, full disclosure, I actually helped run a crash pad in Chicago for many years. And I got to tell you, I'm still very good friends with the individual that still runs it to this day. And between the work that he and I did, we repainted the whole place, decorated it with a big aviation theme and an American flag in the corner. I mean, one of the nicest crash pads I've ever been to. And I'm not just saying that because I helped run it for many years. It was actually as nice as my house. I enjoyed being there. The people there are great. There's a a huge vetting process to get in there. And that's what we want to talk about. Because if you're in training and you're going to inevitably end up anywhere, whether they're regional carrier or even corporate or even legacy carrier or major carrier, you start at the bottom, you start on reserve, and you're probably not going to live in a very expensive base. So you're going to need a crash pad, a place to go fly into the night before so that you're available for that 5 or 6 a.m. morning start. And we're going to talk a little bit about that in a future show.